Welcome, everyone, to an overview on understanding what work or volunteer experience you can include on your resume. Work experience is any paid experience in which you have gained skills. For many high school students, this can include babysitting your siblings, cousins, or neighbors, tutoring, the SYEP program, helping out at your parents' job site, working in food services like your local supermarket, Chipotle or Starbucks, or retail like at a store like H&M or Nike. Often, when we speak to students about their resume experience, they're able to choose at least one from this list to include, which is great news. But what if you don't have any of these experiences? That might make you feel a little bit nervous. So if you don't have work experience, I'm sure you wonder, what should I put on my resume? So don't worry, there are other forms of experience that you actually can use if none of the previous work experiences that I listed are applicable to you. Besides the actual work experiences that were listed, there are other ways to think about gaining skills for the workforce. So think about if you've done paid or unpaid internships. What did you do? Think about any volunteer opportunities that you have participated in. What valuable skills did you attain? So, volunteering could be at school with parent teacher night or open house, in your church, synagogue, or mosque, or somewhere in your community, whether that's cleaning up a park or working with a community based organization to tutor young kids. Any of that could be volunteering opportunities. Volunteering is definitely a popular resume builder for high school students since you can often volunteer starting at age 14. Are there any programs you were a part of? What was your role and contribution, and what skills did you attain? So, academic programs are programs that students do outside of school hours, such as Girls Who Code or doing something at the Rockefeller Institute, since a lot of our students do academic programs there. And then lastly, think about some school projects you were a part of. Did you plan any events? Once again, what was your role and what did you contribute? So, were you part of the young men's or young women's leadership group? And did you have any main leadership role within those groups that you can talk about on your resume? So there are definitely, even if you don't have those work experiences, there are a multitude of experiences that you're able to highlight on your resume to show that you've gained skills. So the experience section on your resume actually gives an overview of your work experiences that have taught you valuable skills. So that's really the purpose of the experience section. When listing your experience, you should include the following, which is the name of the job site, the job title, the location, the start date and the end date, and a brief description of what you did. So with the brief description, those are going to be descriptive bullet points that are action oriented. So in order to learn more about that, you can check out our next video, Understanding Resume Action Words and Skills, to learn more. So as you can see here with the resume components, we have a before and we have an after. So the before shows the different sections that I spoke of that you should list with your work or volunteering experience. Again, that's name of job site, job title, location, start date, end date, and a brief description, which are those descriptive bullet points. The after, the name of the job site, Summer Youth Employment Program or SYEP, the job title, ABC Daycare Center Aid, the location. So the location is always going to be the city and state or the borough and state. So Bronx, New York. If it was Brooklyn, New York, Brooklyn, New York, Manhattan, New York, Staten Island, New York. And the start date and end date is always the month and the year that you started the position, and then the end date is the month and the year that you ended the position. If you happen to still be doing the Summer Youth Employment Program from June to 2019 and you're still currently doing it, it would be June 2019 through present. But here you see it's June 2019 through August 2019. and then the brief description that I talked about. So in order to learn more detail about those brief descriptions and about those bullet points, definitely check out our next video. As always, check in with the career office for any questions or help on your resume. And I hope this was helpful for you all.